Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Before we start, I would like y'all to check the description. There's a link to a slideshow, and then there's a link to my friend who helped me make it. It's basically proving mathematically that the game is gambling. If you want to share it to other people, that is why I made it. I want people to know that it's not just from your eyes you can see that the game is gambling. It's also mathematically. So I have that in the description. Anyways, let's get into the video. Alright, so the premise for the update's pretty simple. You get these people right here and you take them somewhere. I mean, I'm not really excited about this. A lot of people for some reason were. But I have a couple of opinions. I'm gonna go over the pros of this event first real quickly because there's literally only 3, and then we're gonna get to the cons. First, cash for deliveries. When you deliver the people, you get cash. I think that's a great idea. I really think that helps people, motivates them to, you know, do the event. Although I wish it was more, not really for my sake, but for everyone else. 2, although this event is very slow, it's not slow, it goes by quickly. I got it done in 2 hours. Even though this event is super short and it's pretty boring, it's simple. It's not hard to understand, and I like the idea and the fact that they put the way you find out that the event is going on right at spawn. Next, and the final good thing, it's not a very hard concept to do, so they didn't really screw it up in a lot of places. Although some animations broke for me. Some of the, I would hit something and it wouldn't register. When you usually hit something, the passenger usually loses ratings for you, and it's like you get less stars in the end. Sometimes that didn't register, but I mean, hey, I didn't lose any stars doing that, so that was nice. But now that I've gotten over all the pros, I want to first get into this menu right here and just keep it open for a minute. First, the event is way too short. 450 stars plus this 100 if you want to get it for 100,000. It took me 2 hours, and I was writing a script while doing this. And guess what? It's 6 days for something that took me writing a script for this video 2 hours. I'm sorry. 3 cars, and I'm never even gonna pull out the taxi, so that first thing is useless to me. This thing, yeah, that's kind of pathetic. I mean, I get they want to do weekly updates, and this was one of those weekly updates. It's not gonna be much content. This is kind of terrible. If they hyped it up like it was a big event, and it just wasn't. And finally, what I'm gonna, mention about this menu, it is not worth it. These 2 I will never drive. I will never take out of my inventory because they're just not interesting. If someone else has them out, maybe I'll look at them, maybe I'll tour them, but there's no reason for me to get these out of my inventory. And this McLaren, I believe the 620R, is what someone said it was. I don't really care. It's just another copy and paste McLaren with a different livery. That's not really a reward in my opinion. That's like something I buy if I have the certain amount of money to waste. And then just 2 final problems that I have with this event. We're gonna go see another screenshot I took. If you see this is one of those hard levels. The rating is 8.9, so that is in the red. The distance is literally in that parking lot. I picked Driving Empire Beta. That's one of my friends who made an alt account. Right, the sidewalk that you see in this bottom corner, that is literally where I picked him up. And then for the reward, for the hard difficulty, is like 6 grand for driving that small distance. And you see how much the timer has gone? It gives you way too much time. Now, here's what I'm leading into. The problem really is that the timer is trash. Like, for some of these, like, shorter, the green ones, the not as hard ones, the distance is over a mile, and you get no time at all to do it because it's supposed to be easy. The medium ones usually worked correctly, and then the long ones were just, like, throwing a dart at a dartboard, but blind. It's like you could get a really short one or you could get a really long one and the timer could be broken or not. So their timer for this was garbage. I don't think that they should have had a timer that changes on deliveries. I think it should have been like, 30 seconds every delivery. Sometimes the timer would take a minute to get to the second star, or it would take longer than that, which is crazy. And then sometimes it would take like 20 seconds for a distance of a mile or something, and that's not right. And then the next problem is with this image is that that's a hard difficulty and the distances are crazy. The distance doesn't go by how long you're traveling on the road. It goes like how far the crow flies. And what does that mean by the crow flies? Well, I don't have a helicopter, so I can't really show you. What it is basically, let's say your delivery is right there. Well, it's not going to track you going along the road. It's going to track you going across the water to that delivery. That's not right. That's a problem. Because the timer is set off the distance, and so if the distance as the crow flies is really short, then it's going to give you a short timer. But if it's actually super long, you have to take 15 turns to get there. Yeah, you get the idea. But that's all I'm going to say about this event. In general, if I was going to give it, I can't compare it to other events because the other events were made by the previous staff and the previous owner. And if I'm just saying on a scale of 1 to 10 this event, it's like a 2. I finished it in 2 hours. I'm never going to use this car again because, I'm already getting bored of it. I don't really even like how it looks. It looks the same as like every single McLaren that's out in the store right now. So you probably could literally buy this in the store and modify a normal McLaren to look like this. But yeah, this event is sheesh. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe. Remember to check the description for all that faux shizzle, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.